it was not uncommon for us to take 8 hours to run the river. We would stop at every play spot and play over and over and over. I went in, I got this one ender, but it shot me out into the current where I flipped, and I could hold my breath for, a couple of minutes. But I went to pull the spray skirt and it would not come off.
I looked upstream and I see a canoe, and I noticed that it was overloaded, coolers and fishing rods and everything in the canoe. Two gentlemen with no life jackets on heading towards a rock that normally flips people. Well, immediately they flipped. He instantly disappeared and went to the bottom of the river.
Pretty experienced kayakers, so we were in the water ahead of time, just out there, paddling around, warming up. When we looked over to New Jersey, we saw this big dark cloud. What actually was heading our way was a supercell. It came so fast.
My arms were pumped. They were just flamed out. I could not pull any harder. And I had this momentary thought where my lungs are going to burst and I'm going to take a breath of water.
I was in shock. I was seeing the heads down foot entrapment, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen, because in that moment I knew that this gentleman's probably going to die.
The waves were going every which way. The wind was pushing the waves one way, the current was pushing them another, and then all of this was coming at my husband, who was really, really scared that he wasn't going to be able to stay up, and he did end up capsizing. Then he started to realize that the kayak was going under the boathouse, and as soon as he got over to the dock, one of the guys grabbed him by the PFD and pulled him out of the water. But someone else was holding onto that guy so that that guy didn't fall in. I mean, it was really that powerful. If he had not had his PFD on, I don't know that he would have survived.
I've never seen anybody look at me like that, and it was very, very, very traumatic.
For me, what I took away from this experience is to always check and make sure my grab loop is outside the boat and accessible. If I'd been alone, this story could have ended much differently.
The lesson that we learned was always be prepared. Weather can change on a dime.
And so I was very, very lucky to be at the right time and the right place with some knowledge of what to do. And I thank the ACA for giving me that knowledge.